space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Zadarius Smith, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
You put that
defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
What?
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Darius Leonard on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
9-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On third down, this is Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man. He finds Sanders. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. First down, they run with Howard.
Hello?
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second and 7. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more.
This is Howard, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, and he finds Howard complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's... I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meeting with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will...
Dun, dun, dun.
50-yard line.
There's 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This is Howard on 2nd down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Howard, the Eagle ball
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Howard. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
complete to
Jordan Howard. His 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7. Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A gain there of 21 yards. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Love with it here, third and short yardage. Flush to his right. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
First down.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. That's caught by Howard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Howard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And Jackson throwing once more. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to run again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He may try and run for this. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. at the Eagles' 7-yard line.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the gun, Love. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Nick Boyle. It's a gain of
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle.
Love's pass.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's 2nd and inches.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Love.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finds Howard complete. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, Jackson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Now Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson will throw again. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Packers 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Brings up second.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 180. Nice hook. 56, Mike. 56. Yo. We got this.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Middle. 56 is the mic. I got you, son. 56. You.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Philadelphia, a win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.